Life unfolds in seasons, and every season has a purpose. When we speak of manifesting, many focus on immediate results, as if we have the power to force things into existence. But true manifestation is tied to trust, a trust in divine timing, a trust in the unseen hand that guides our lives. Trust is the foundation of faith. It's easy to believe when everything is going well, but what about those moments when nothing seems to be moving? In those seasons, you must remember that what you are waiting for is not denied but delayed for a reason. Delayed not because you are unworthy, but because the preparation must be complete. God's timing is not our timing, but His timing is always perfect. We often try to rush the process thinking we know better. Yet when we force things, we find ourselves frustrated, anxious, and exhausted. That's not how God intended it. He designed life to be a journey where patience and persistence are developed in the waiting. The Bible reminds us in Isaiah 40:31, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." It's in the waiting that you build your strength, your character, and your trust. Manifesting what you desire requires more than just a wish or a fleeting hope. It demands alignment with the purpose God has for your life. You can declare and visualize, but until your heart is anchored in trust that God knows the best timing, you will be at war with yourself. Trust transforms anxiety into peace. It allows you to rest in the knowledge that the delay is divine, that the waiting is working something far greater in you than the immediate fulfillment ever could. Just as a farmer plants seeds and knows the harvest doesn't come overnight, so too must we understand that our visions, dreams, and desires are like seeds planted in faith. They will bloom, but only when the conditions are right. The soil of your life must be prepared, the timing must be aligned with heaven's calendar. Rushing the process will only produce incomplete results. Remember that God sees the entire picture. While you see only a glimpse, He knows what's ahead. What may seem like a delay to you is divine orchestration. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. The key is to trust the process, trust the timing, and trust that God is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. When you stand in trust, your spirit is calm. You no longer fear that you've missed out or that someone else is ahead of you. You understand that everything will come at the right time, your time. And when it comes, you'll realize it was worth the wait, that the process made you stronger, wiser, and ready to receive the fullness of what you desired. So manifest with trust. Keep declaring, keep visualizing, and keep preparing, but always with the understanding that the timing is not yours to control. Rest in the truth that everything will come to you when you are ready, and when the time is right. In that trust, you will find peace, fulfillment, and the manifestation of every good thing you've been promised. Trust is the cornerstone of faith. Without trust, faith crumbles, and without faith, we lose the anchor that holds us steady through life's storms. To trust in divine timing means to surrender your need for control, and to believe that God's timing is always perfect, even when it doesn't align with your own. Often we find ourselves in situations where we question why things haven't happened as quickly as we would like. We start to doubt the process, wondering if perhaps we missed an opportunity or if we are being overlooked. But in these moments of doubt, we must remind ourselves that God sees what we cannot see. God operates outside of time while we are confined to the clock and calendar. Our perspective is limited, but His is all-encompassing. What may seem like a delay to us is, in reality, preparation for something greater. Trusting in divine timing means accepting that some things take time to develop and mature before they can come into fruition. It's like planting a seed in the soil. You don't dig it up every day to check its progress. You trust that, given the right conditions, the seed will sprout when it's ready. Similarly, the dreams and desires in your heart will manifest when the timing is right, not a moment sooner. The key to trusting in divine timing is patience. Patience isn't passive, it's an active decision to stay in faith, even when there's no evidence that anything is changing. Patience allows us to maintain peace during the waiting period, knowing that God is working behind the scenes, arranging everything according to His perfect plan. Every delay serves a purpose, even if we don't understand it at the time. We may want things to happen now, but God knows when we're truly ready to receive them. In life there are seasons, and each season has its appointed time. Some seasons are for planting, others are for growing, and still others are for reaping. We often want to rush ahead to the harvest, but there's value in every season. Trust in divine timing means embracing the process, knowing that God is not only preparing the blessing for you, but He's also preparing you for the blessing. If you receive something too soon, you may not be ready to handle it. But when you trust that God's timing is perfect, you can rest in the assurance that everything will unfold exactly when it's meant to. This trust releases you from the anxiety of trying to make things happen on your own. It frees you from the pressure of comparing your journey to someone else's. When you trust in divine timing, you understand that what's meant for you will not pass you by. It will come at the right time, in the right way, and in the right season. You don't have to force it or manipulate circumstances. Your role is to stay faithful, to keep believing, and to prepare yourself for when the appointed time comes. In life, delays can be frustrating. When we have a vision or a dream, we often expect it to come to pass quickly, as if the moment we set our hearts on something, it should appear. But the reality is that delay does not mean denial. There is a divine purpose in the waiting. Often we confuse delay with rejection, thinking that just because something isn't happening now, it won't happen at all. But God's delays are never without reason. Every pause in your journey is designed to serve a greater purpose than you may realize in the moment. When you experience a delay, it's not a sign that God has forgotten you or that He's withholding blessings. It's quite the opposite. It's a sign that He's working on something far greater than you could imagine. Sometimes you're not yet ready to receive what you've asked for. God knows the fullness of your potential and the depths of your character. He knows what needs to be refined and strengthened in you before you can handle the blessing. If you received it too soon, it might overwhelm you, or you might not appreciate it as deeply. Waiting is a season of preparation. God is not only preparing what you're waiting for, but He's also preparing you for it. During the delay, you are being shaped, refined, and molded into the person who can fully embrace the blessing when it arrives. It's in this period that your faith is tested and strengthened. Without the process of waiting, we would miss out on the growth that's necessary to handle what's ahead. God is not only concerned with giving you the blessing, but He's also committed to developing your capacity to sustain it. In the waiting, you also learn trust. Trust that God's timing is perfect. Trust that what you desire is not denied but delayed for your benefit. Trust that the process, though uncomfortable, is working for your good. The Bible says in Romans 8:28 that all things work together for good to those who love God. This includes the waiting periods. You may not see it now, but every delay is orchestrating a better outcome than you could have planned for yourself. What seems like a setback is often a setup for something greater. During this time, it's crucial to remain patient and keep the faith. Don't give up just because things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. The delay is not a stop sign, it's a preparation stage. It's an opportunity for you to deepen your faith, to mature in your understanding, and to become the person you need to be for the next phase of your life. God knows the right timing, and when the moment is right, everything will fall into place effortlessly. The purpose of waiting is often revealed in hindsight. When the blessing finally comes, you'll understand why the delay was necessary. You'll see how God was protecting you, positioning you, and perfecting you during that time. The delay wasn't a punishment, but a period of grace to ensure that when the doors opened, you were ready to walk through them confidently. Trust that the delay has a purpose, and that purpose is to bring you into the fullness of what God has prepared for you at the exact moment you're ready to receive it. Waiting is not an easy task. It challenges your patience, tests your resolve, and often pushes you to the very limits of your faith. But in that waiting, something profound happens. Your strength and character are being built. Many people think of waiting as passive, a time of inactivity where nothing is happening. Yet in reality, the waiting period is one of the most active times in your spiritual and personal growth. It's where true transformation takes place, and the foundation of your future success is laid. When you're waiting, you're developing endurance. It's easy to move forward when things are going smoothly. but it takes real strength to press on when there's no visible progress. The Bible says in James 1:4, "Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything in the waiting." Perseverance is doing its work in you. It's shaping you, deepening your faith, and teaching you how to stand firm, even when the winds of doubt and discouragement blow. Strength is not built in moments of ease. It's built when you're stretched, when you feel like you've reached the end of your capacity, but you decide to keep going anyway. This kind of strength cannot be developed quickly. It takes time, and the waiting period is that training ground where your spiritual muscles are being strengthened. Each day you remain faithful in the waiting. You are growing stronger, more resilient, and more equipped to handle what's ahead. Character is equally important. It is often said that true character is revealed not in moments of triumph, but in times of difficulty. When things aren't going your way, how do you respond? Do you become bitter, frustrated, and impatient? Or do you remain hopeful, trusting that God has a plan and is working things out in His time? The waiting period exposes what's truly inside of you and provides an opportunity for you to refine those aspects of your character that need growth. This is a time for humility, patience, and trust to take root in your heart. In the waiting, God is pruning you, removing attitudes, habits, and mindsets that would hinder you from receiving what He has for you. Just as a gardener prunes a tree so it can bear more fruit, so too does God prune us during seasons of waiting. He uses this time to mold us into the image of His Son, refining our character so that when the blessing arrives, we are not only ready to receive it, but to sustain it. Waiting teaches you patience, and patience is one of the most powerful virtues you can develop. Patience is not about sitting idly by while time passes. It's about maintaining a calm, expectant faith that what God has promised will come to pass in due time. It's about trusting that the process is just as important as the destination. In fact, the process is where most of your growth will happen. The waiting period builds your ability to trust, to stay committed, and to act with integrity, even when you don't see immediate results. Your character is also built through how you handle setbacks and disappointments during the waiting period. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and there will be times when things seem to go in the opposite direction of what you're believing for. But it's in those moments that your character is truly refined. Will you continue to believe? Will you continue to act with integrity and faithfulness, even when things look bleak? The waiting season is where these qualities are developed, making you stronger and more prepared for the future. Waiting teaches you the importance of stewardship. How well do you manage the season you're in, even if it's not the season you hoped for? If you can be faithful in the small things, in the seemingly insignificant moments, God can trust you with greater things. Luke 16:10 says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." The waiting season is often a test of stewardship. How you handle your time, your emotions, and your responsibilities during this period will shape your capacity to handle greater blessings in the future. So the next time you find yourself in a season of waiting, remember that it's not wasted time. God is building your strength, your resilience, and your character in ways that will prepare you for the blessings to come. The waiting may be uncomfortable, but it is in this discomfort that true growth occurs. And when the time comes for you to step into the next phase of your life, you will do so with a stronger spirit, a refined character, and the confidence that you were shaped for this moment in the waiting. Manifestation is not simply about desiring something and expecting it to magically appear. True manifestation, the kind that brings lasting fulfillment and success, requires being in alignment with God's purpose for your life. We are not here by accident, we are here for a divine reason, with a purpose that God Himself has designed uniquely for each of us. When your desires align with God's purpose, that's when the power of manifestation truly works in your favor. It's not about pushing your own agenda or forcing your will upon circumstances. Instead, it's about coming into agreement with what God has already ordained for you. Many people struggle with the concept of manifestation because they try to manifest things outside of God's will. They want things for selfish reasons or to fulfill short-term desires that don't align with their long-term purpose. The key to successful manifestation is understanding that God's purpose is higher than our limited wants. Proverbs 19:21 reminds us, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." This means that we can have dreams and desires, but ultimately they must align with God's greater plan for our lives if they are to truly manifest in a way that brings peace, joy, and fulfillment. To align with God's purpose, we must first seek to understand His will for our lives. This requires time in prayer, meditation, and reflection. It's about asking God, "What do you want for me? What is the plan you have set for me?" When we pursue this divine wisdom, we begin to see that our desires may need refining. Sometimes we need to let go of certain ambitions or dreams that don't fit into God's purpose for us. This is not to say that God wants to withhold blessings from us. On the contrary, He desires to give us more than we could ever imagine, but it must be within the framework of His divine will. Manifestation becomes powerful when it is guided by God's purpose. When you are in alignment with that purpose, doors begin to open that no man can shut. Opportunities come your way that you could not have orchestrated on your own. This is because God is a master strategist. He knows the right people to bring into your life, the right timing for every opportunity, and the right circumstances to shape you into the person you're meant to be. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." This means that everything you need to fulfill your purpose has already been prepared for you. Your role is to align yourself with God's plan so that you can step into what has already been laid out. This alignment requires a shift in perspective. It's about moving from a mindset of "I want" to a mindset of "God, what do you want for me?" It's about surrendering your will and trusting that God's plan is better than anything you could imagine. When you make this shift, your desires start to change. You begin to desire what God desires for you. And when your desires match His, manifestation becomes inevitable, because God will always support His purpose in your life. Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you." When you prioritize God's kingdom, His purpose for you, everything else falls into place. Manifestation also requires faith in the unseen. You may not always see the full picture of God's plan, but you must trust that He is working things out for your good. Hebrews 11:1 tells us, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." Faith is essential in the process of manifestation, because there will be times when it feels like nothing is happening. But when you are aligned with God's purpose, you can rest in the assurance that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if you can't see it yet. Another key aspect of aligning with God's purpose is obedience. Sometimes God will ask you to take steps that don't make sense in the moment. He may lead you in a direction that seems contrary to what you expected or desired. But remember, God's ways are higher than ours. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Obedience to God's guidance is crucial in the manifestation process. When you follow His lead, even when it doesn't align with your plans, you are positioning yourself for the manifestation of His greater purpose. Manifestation requires patience and persistence. Just because you are aligned with God's purpose doesn't mean everything will happen overnight. There may still be seasons of waiting, testing, and growth. But during these times, you can hold on to the promise that what God has purposed for your life will come to pass. Philippians 1:6 assures us, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus." God doesn't start something in your life without the intention of finishing it. As long as you stay in alignment with His purpose, you can trust that every step you take is moving you closer to the manifestation of the dreams He's placed in your heart. When you align with God's purpose, manifestation is not just about getting what you want, it's about becoming who God created you to be. It's about living a life that reflects His glory, a life that fulfills not only your desires but also His divine will. And when you walk in that alignment, you'll find that manifestation is not a struggle but a natural outflow of living in harmony with God's plan. everything you need, everything you've prayed for, will come at the right time, in the right way, when you are aligned with the purpose God has set for you. Divine orchestration is the beautiful way God aligns circumstances, people, and timing to fulfill His purpose in your life. It is a reminder that nothing in your life happens by chance. Everything is intricately woven into God's perfect plan. Trusting this orchestration requires faith in both the process and the timing, even when you don't understand what is happening or why. It's knowing that even in the moments that seem difficult, confusing, or delayed, God is at work behind the scenes, aligning things according to His will for your ultimate good. One of the greatest challenges in life is learning to trust the process. As humans, we are naturally inclined to want control, to plan our steps and foresee how things will unfold. But God's process often doesn't align with our plans or expectations. His ways are higher, and His timing is perfect, though it may not always match what we desire in the moment. Ecclesiastes 3:11 reminds us that He has made everything beautiful in its time. The key phrase here is in its time. We often want the beauty now, the answer now, the fulfillment now. But the process is necessary for the timing to be perfect. Trusting the process requires a surrender of control. It means acknowledging that you don't know everything, and that's okay because God does. In the process, God is not only working on the things outside of you, such as the circumstances and people around you, but also within you. He's developing your character, increasing your faith, and teaching you lessons that will prepare you for the manifestation of your desires. If you were to receive what you're asking for without going through the necessary growth, you might not be ready for it. The process shapes you into the person who can handle the blessings you are destined to receive. One of the most difficult aspects of divine orchestration is the waiting period. It's easy to grow frustrated or discouraged when things don't happen according to your timeline. But remember, God is not in a hurry. He operates outside of time, and His timing is always precise. Psalm 27:14 encourages us to wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. Waiting doesn't mean nothing is happening. In fact, waiting often indicates that something great is in the works, just not in the way we expected. It's in the waiting that God is preparing the pieces of the puzzle, making sure everything fits together perfectly. Divine orchestration also teaches us to trust that even setbacks, delays, or apparent failures are part of the process. What seems like a roadblock might actually be a divine detour. God might be redirecting you towards something even better than what you initially envisioned. Proverbs 16:9 says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." This means that while you may have a vision of where you're headed, God is the one who orders your steps, ensuring that you arrive at the right place at the right time. Trust that every step, whether forward or seemingly backward, is part of His divine plan. Divine orchestration often involves the alignment of people. Sometimes God will delay things in your life because He is aligning others who will play a critical role in your journey. Think about Joseph in the Bible. He endured years of suffering, betrayal, and imprisonment, but all along God was orchestrating his rise to power in Egypt. The timing wasn't just about Joseph, it was about the right people being in place at the right time for God's plan to be fulfilled. In your life, there are people you haven't met yet, relationships that haven't formed yet, and connections that haven't been made yet, but God is preparing them, just as He is preparing you. Finally, trusting in divine orchestration means embracing peace in the uncertainty. When you truly trust the process and timing, you can rest in knowing that God has everything under control. Philippians 4:6-7 reminds us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." When you trust in divine orchestration, you're able to release anxiety, knowing that God is working all things for your good. In conclusion, divine orchestration is a reminder that God's hand is in every detail of your life. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust that God knows what He is doing. The waiting is not wasted. The setbacks are not failures. They are all part of a grand design, a masterpiece that is being painted with your life. Stay faithful, stay patient, and know that in due time, everything will come together in ways more beautiful and perfect than you could have ever imagined. Today I want to share something that will forever change the way you approach your life. There are 3 simple words that can turn your deepest desires, your wildest dreams, into reality. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But that's because we've been conditioned to believe that manifestation is a struggle, that we must force our will to create what we want. Nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is, the power to manifest anything you want already lies within you, waiting to be unleashed. And these 3 words, when spoken from a place of belief, trust, and inner knowing, are the key to unlocking that power. They are more than just words. They are the vibration that signals to the universe that your dream has already been realized. They are a declaration of your state of being, the essence of creation itself. But before I reveal the words, you must understand that manifestation is not about asking for something that doesn't exist. It is about aligning yourself with the state of already having it. Everything you desire is already yours. The moment you ask, it is given. The universe is not withholding your dreams, it is waiting for you to claim them. And to claim them, you must move beyond doubt, beyond fear, and into the knowing that what you want is already yours. So what are these 3 words? It is done. These words hold the power to transform your life instantly and effortlessly. When you say, "It is done," you are not hoping, you are not wishing, and you are certainly not begging. You are stating a fact. You are speaking from a place of certainty that your desire has already materialized, even if your physical eyes cannot yet see it. You see, the moment you declare it is done, you are collapsing the gap between wanting and having. You are no longer waiting for something to happen in the future, you are living from the end, acting as if it is already so. This is the key. The law of assumption teaches us that whatever we assume to be true in consciousness must manifest in our reality. When you say it is done, you are assuming the state of your wish fulfilled. You are living in the end, and the universe has no choice but to respond to that. Now you might be wondering, how can it manifest in just one day? It's because time, as we perceive it, is an illusion. The universe does not operate within the confines of time. It operates in alignment with your state of being. When you fully embrace the feeling that your desire is already fulfilled, manifestation happens swiftly and effortlessly. In fact, it can happen in the blink of an eye. The only delay is your resistance, the doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs that block the flow of creation. So how do you remove this resistance? By stepping into the feeling that it is already done. Feel it now. Close your eyes and imagine what it would feel like to already have what you want. How would you walk? How would you talk? How would you think and act? Embody that version of yourself, the one who already has everything they desire. Let that feeling flood your entire being. And then when you are fully immersed in that state, speak the words, "It is done." Say it with conviction. Say it with belief. Feel the shift in your energy as you speak it. Because in that moment you are no longer asking, you are receiving. The door to your dreams is wide open, and all that is required of you is to step through it. Let me share a truth that many miss. The universe is a mirror, reflecting back to you whatever you project into it. When you live in lack, it mirrors lack. When you live in abundance, it mirrors abundance. The universe is not deciding what you get or don't get, it is simply responding to the state you are in. And when you declare it is done, you are projecting the state of fulfillment. You are no longer in the vibration of wanting, but of having. This is why it works so quickly, because you are no longer holding your desire at arm's length. You are bringing it into the present, into the now. So I urge you, stop wishing, stop hoping, stop doubting. Begin to live in the knowing that what you desire is already yours. Practice this every day. Whenever a doubt creeps in, remind yourself it is done. Whenever you feel impatient, say to yourself it is done, and most importantly, feel the truth of those words in every fiber of your being. Because when you truly believe that it is done, it must manifest. The universe is bound by law to bring you whatever you assume to be true. This is not magic, it is the natural order of creation. You are the creator of your reality, And your words, your thoughts, your feelings are the tools you use to shape it. The moment you declare, "It is done," you shift into a state of receivership, where everything you desire flows to you effortlessly. You no longer have to chase your dreams because they are already chasing you. So what do you want to manifest? A new job? A loving relationship? Financial abundance? It doesn't matter what it is, the process is the same. Close your eyes, feel the reality of it, and speak the words, "It is done." And then let go of any doubt, any worry. Trust that it is already on its way, because it is. Remember, you are not separate from the universe, you are one with it. The power that creates worlds is within you, waiting to be unleashed. And all it takes is 3 simple words to set that power in motion. Say it now with absolute certainty, "It is done," and watch as your dreams manifest into reality, faster than you ever imagined possible. The beauty of this process is that it is incredibly simple. Yet simplicity is often the most difficult thing for us to grasp, isn't it? We have been trained to believe that for something to be powerful, it must be complex. But life's greatest truths are always simple. The power of creation does not lie in elaborate rituals or difficult practices. It is in the stillness of your mind and the conviction of your heart. The words "it is done" are powerful precisely because of their simplicity. They carry within them the essence of creation, the ability to bring forth into the physical what already exists in the unseen. The unseen realm is not a distant place, it is right here, within and around you at all times. Everything you could ever desire is already created in this invisible space. And your job is not to struggle to create it, but to align yourself with the reality of it. The moment you declare "it is done," you are stepping into that reality, allowing it to materialize effortlessly. I want you to understand something fundamental. You are not creating anything new. You are simply becoming aware of what already exists. Your desires, your dreams, they are not some future possibility. They are present realities waiting for you to claim them. And the words "it is done" are your claim. They are your acceptance of what is already yours. The human mind, however, is often our greatest barrier. It clings to what is visible, what is tangible, and it struggles to accept that the unseen is just as real, if not more so. But what is visible to the physical eye is only a small fraction of the vast reality that surrounds us. The unseen, the unmanifest, is where all things begin. Every physical object, every experience you've ever had, was once an idea, a thought, an unseen potential. When you say "it is done," you are acknowledging this truth. You are recognizing that the unmanifest is as real as the manifest. In fact, it is the source of all that is manifest. Everything begins in consciousness, and your consciousness is the creative force that brings it into form. So when you say "it is done," you are not just uttering words. You are shifting your consciousness. You are moving from the state of wanting, which implies lack, into the state of having, which implies fulfillment. This shift in consciousness is the key to manifestation. You cannot manifest from a place of lack, from a place of wanting, because the universe will only mirror back to you what you are. If you are in a state of lack, the universe will continue to give you more experiences of lack. But when you say "it is done" and truly believe it, you are shifting into the state of having, and the universe will reflect that back to you. You may ask, how can I believe something is done when I cannot yet see it? And this is where faith comes in. Faith is not blind hope, it is the knowing that what you desire is already yours, even if your physical senses cannot yet perceive it. Faith is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, between the unmanifest and the manifest. It is the conviction that the moment you ask, it is given. But understand this, you are not asking in the way you may think. To ask is to assume. When you assume something is true, you are asking the universe to reflect that assumption back to you. This is the secret that has been known by all great teachers throughout history. They understood that the power to manifest lies not in the asking, but in the assuming. You must assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You must assume that it is already done, and then act from that state. And this is why the words "it is done" are so powerful. They are an assumption. They are a declaration that what you desire has already come to pass. When you say these words, you are no longer in a state of wanting or hoping. You are in a state of fulfillment. And it is this state that the universe responds to. So I ask you, how would you live your life if you truly believed that your desires were already fulfilled? How would you think? How would you feel? How would you act? Begin to live from that state now, because that is the state that will bring your desires into reality. You must embody the feeling of already having what you want. Feel it in every fiber of your being. When you wake up in the morning, feel the joy and gratitude of already living your dream. When you go to bed at night, fall asleep in the assumption that it is done. This is not pretending it is creating. It is the process by which you bring the unseen into the seen. The physical world is simply a mirror of your inner state. If you are in a state of lack, if you are constantly focused on what you don't have, the mirror will reflect that back to you. But if you are in a state of fulfillment, if you live from the knowing that your desires are already yours, the mirror will reflect that. The outside world is a reflection of your inner world, and when you change your inner state, your outer reality must change to match it. Now this is where most people falter. They say the words "it is done," but they do not fully believe it. They allow doubt to creep in, and doubt is what blocks the manifestation. Doubt is what keeps you in the state of wanting, in the state of lack. You must be unwavering in your belief that it is done. You must trust the process even when your physical eyes cannot yet see the evidence. The universe works in perfect harmony, and when you align yourself with the state of having, the universe will move mountains to bring your desire into reality. But you must be patient. You must not allow impatience to disrupt the process. Impatience is a sign that you are still living in the state of wanting. It is a signal to the universe that you do not truly believe that it is done. Patience, on the other hand, is a signal of trust. It is the knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you cannot yet see it. It is the belief that your desire is already on its way to you, and that all you need to do is remain in the state of having. So how do you stay in this state of having? You practice it every day. You make it a habit to feel the feelings of already having what you want. You use your imagination, which is the creative power of the universe, to bring the feeling of fulfillment into your present moment. Your imagination is not just a tool for daydreaming, it is the bridge between the unmanifest and the manifest. When you use your imagination to feel the reality of your desire, you are bringing it into existence. But you must also let go. Let go of the need to control how and when your desire will manifest. The moment you say it is done, you have placed your order with the universe. Trust that the universe knows the perfect way to bring it to you. It may come in ways you never expected, in ways that are far better than you could have imagined. But you must allow it to come. You must not cling to the outcome, because clinging is a sign of lack. It is a signal to the universe that you do not truly believe it is done. So let go. Release the need to know how it will happen. Release the need to know when it will happen. Trust that it is already done, and that the universe is orchestrating everything in your favor. The moment you release your attachment to the outcome, you open the door for your desire to manifest. Remember, the universe is not withholding anything from you. It is not testing you or making you prove your worth. You are already worthy. You are already deserving of everything you desire. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your own belief. So believe. Believe that it is done, and it will be. And when the manifestation comes, and it will come, do not be surprised. Do not act as though something miraculous has happened. Act as though it was the most natural thing in the world, because it is. Manifestation is not a miracle, it is the natural order of the universe. It is how things work. It is the process by which the invisible becomes visible, by which the unmanifest becomes manifest. So say the words "it is done," say them with conviction, with belief, with the full knowing that your desire is already yours. And then live from that state. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the fulfillment of already having what you want. And watch as the universe brings your dreams into reality, faster than you ever thought possible. It is already done. The more you affirm this, the deeper it seeps into your consciousness, and the faster your reality will shift. You see, creation is not something distant or separate from you. It is you. The moment you say it is done, you are declaring that the creative process has already been set in motion. You are stepping into a new state of being, and that state, that assumption, is the key to everything. Imagine you are standing in front of a locked door. On the other side of this door is everything you've ever wanted: success, love, abundance, health, happiness. But the key to unlock this door is not outside of you, it is within. The key is your own belief, your conviction that it is already done. The moment you say with full certainty, "It is done," the door swings open effortlessly. You don't have to force it, you don't have to push or pull. It simply opens because you hold the key. This is why I urge you to hold these words in your heart, to let them permeate your entire being. It is done. These words are not just a mental exercise. They are a shift in awareness, a transformation in consciousness. They are your declaration to the universe and to yourself that the work is already complete. When you embody this belief, you are no longer striving or struggling. You are no longer in a state of need or desperation. You are in the state of fulfillment. And this state is what allows your desires to materialize in your world. It's important to understand that the physical world is always a reflection of your inner state. Everything you experience in your outer life is a direct mirror of what is happening within. If you are in a state of doubt, fear, or worry, the world will reflect that back to you. But when you move into the state of knowing, the state of unwavering belief that it is already done, the world has no choice but to conform to that belief. You must hold this belief in the face of all appearances. Even when the outer world seems to show you the opposite, you must remain firm in your conviction. The physical world is always lagging behind the mental and spiritual worlds. It takes time for the unseen to become seen, for the invisible to become visible. But that does not mean it isn't already done. The moment you declare it, the moment you feel it as real within yourself, it is done. I think of the seed planted in the soil. When you plant a seed, you do not doubt that it will grow. You do not stand over the soil, anxiously waiting for it to sprout, wondering if it will ever happen. No, you trust that the seed will grow because you understand the process. You know that the seed must first take root in the darkness beneath the surface before it can emerge into the light. And so it is with your desires. The moment you plant the seed of your desire, by declaring it is done, the process begins. But just like the seed, it takes time for your desire to take root and grow. It must first develop in the unseen realms before it can appear in the physical. This is why patience and faith are so crucial. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you have faith, you are not relying on your physical senses to confirm what you know to be true. You are relying on your inner knowing, your inner vision. Faith is the bridge that connects the invisible with the visible, the unmanifest with the manifest. And patience is the understanding that everything happens in perfect timing. The universe operates on its own schedule, not ours. But rest assured, when you declare it is done, the universe immediately begins to work on your behalf. Your only job is to remain steadfast in your belief, to hold the vision of your fulfilled desire, and to allow the universe to bring it into being. But how do you maintain this belief, this feeling of fulfillment, when the world around you may seem to show you otherwise? This is where your imagination becomes your most powerful tool. Your imagination is not just a place of fantasy or escape. It is the creative power of the universe working through you. Everything that has ever been created in this world, every invention, every piece of art, every achievement, began in someone's imagination. Your imagination is the blueprint for your reality. When you imagine something vividly, with feeling and emotion, you are planting the seed of that reality in the unseen realms. And when you nourish that seed with your belief and attention, it must grow. It must become your reality. So I urge you to use your imagination wisely. Spend time each day imagining your desire as already fulfilled. Don't just see it, feel it. Feel the joy, the excitement, the relief of already having what you want. Feel it so deeply that it becomes real to you, more real than anything you can see with your physical eyes. Because in truth, what you imagine is just as real as what you can see and touch. In fact, it is more real because it is the source from which all physical things arise. When you live in the state of your wish fulfilled, when you feel as though your desire is already yours, you are aligning yourself with the frequency of that reality. You are becoming a vibrational match to your desire, and the universe will bring it to you effortlessly. You won't have to chase it, you won't have to struggle for it. It will come to you naturally as a result of your alignment. But alignment is not a one-time thing. It is something you must practice every day. Every moment of every day, you are choosing what you align with. You are either aligning with your desires or with your doubts. You are either living in the state of having or in the state of wanting, and the choice is always yours. When you find yourself slipping into doubt or fear, gently bring yourself back to the state of having. Remind yourself that it is already done. Speak the words aloud if you must. It is done. Feel the truth of those words in your heart. And then return to the feeling of already having what you want. It's important to remember that your feelings are your guide. Your emotions are always telling you what you are aligning with. When you feel joy, gratitude, and peace, you are in alignment with your desires. When you feel fear, doubt, or frustration, you are in alignment with lack. So pay attention to how you feel throughout the day and use your feelings as a compass to guide you back to the state of fulfillment. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to stay in alignment with your desires. When you are grateful, you are acknowledging that you have already received. You are affirming that it is done. So cultivate a practice of gratitude. Each day, give thanks for your desires as though they are already fulfilled. Feel the gratitude in your heart as you imagine your dreams coming true. This feeling of gratitude is the signal to the universe that you are in the state of having, and it will respond by bringing more things for you to be grateful for. It's also important to let go of any attachment to the outcome. Attachment comes from a place of fear and lack. It is the belief that if you do not get what you want, you will somehow be incomplete or unhappy. But true manifestation comes from a place of trust and surrender. It comes from the knowing that you are already whole, already complete, and that your desires are simply an expression of the fullness of who you are. When you let go of attachment, you are telling the universe that you trust the process. You are saying, I know it is done, and I trust that it will come to me in the perfect way and at the perfect time. This surrender is not a giving up, but a releasing of control. It is an act of faith, a declaration of your trust in the divine timing of the universe. And when you release your attachment, you make space for your desire to come to you. You are no longer holding on so tightly that you block the flow of abundance. You are allowing the universe to bring you what you want in the most effortless and harmonious way possible. So remember, it is done. Hold these words in your heart. Speak them with conviction. Feel them in your being, and then live from that state. Live as though your desires are already fulfilled. Feel the joy, the gratitude, and the peace of already having what you want. And watch as the universe brings your dreams into reality, effortlessly and perfectly. Imagine waking up each day with a profound belief that everything in your life is unfolding perfectly, just as it should. This belief is not a naive optimism, it's a powerful conviction rooted in the understanding that our thoughts shape our reality. The universe responds to our beliefs, and when we act as if everything always works out for us, we unlock the door to limitless possibilities. Consider the stories of those who have faced overwhelming challenges yet emerged stronger and more resilient. They didn't merely endure, they thrived because they held on to the belief that their circumstances would change. They acted as if the universe was conspiring in their favor, and in doing so, they attracted opportunities and solutions that seemed impossible at first. Now, think about your own life. How often do you find yourself consumed by doubt, fear, or anxiety? These feelings create a fog that clouds our vision and limits our potential. Yet when we shift our mindset to one of unwavering faith, we open ourselves to a reality where our desires and dreams are not just possible, they are inevitable. Begin each day with an affirmation of your faith in the universe. As you rise, remind yourself that you are worthy of all good things and that the universe supports you in every endeavor. Visualize the outcomes you desire. Feel the joy, the relief, the excitement as if you have already achieved them. This is not just wishful thinking, it is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to receive. When faced with obstacles, instead of succumbing to frustration, ask yourself, what is the lesson here? This question transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. Embrace the belief that each setback is a setup for a comeback, leading you closer to your ultimate goals. Surround yourself with positivity. Seek out those who uplift and inspire you. Their energy will reinforce your belief that everything works out for you. Engage in practices that nourish your spirit: meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature. These moments of quiet reflection allow you to connect with your inner self and reaffirm your faith in the unfolding journey. It's essential to understand that acting as if everything works out for you doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means facing challenges with a steadfast heart and an unshakable belief that you have the power to change your circumstances. This belief cultivates resilience and empowers you to take inspired action. When you trust that your efforts will yield results, you move through life with a sense of purpose and direction. As you cultivate this mindset, you will begin to notice synchronicities and coincidences that align perfectly with your desires. You may receive unexpected support from others, discover new opportunities, or find solutions to problems that once seemed insurmountable. This is the universe affirming your belief and mirroring your expectations. Remember, it is not enough to think positively, you must embody that positivity in your actions. Live as if you have already achieved your goals. Walk with confidence, speak with conviction. Your energy will attract like-minded individuals and circumstances that resonate with your vision. When you encounter negativity or doubt, remind yourself that these thoughts do not serve you. Replace them with affirmations of your worth and your capacity to manifest your desires. Over time, you will develop an unwavering belief in yourself and your abilities. In this journey, patience is key. The universe operates on its own timeline, and while it may not always align with our expectations, trust that everything is falling into place. Each moment is a step toward your dreams, and every experience is contributing to your growth. Acting as if everything always works out for you is a profound practice that transforms your life. It invites you to embrace the present moment with gratitude and anticipation. The more you embody this belief, the more you will see your dreams materialize. So I invite you to step into this powerful belief today. Let go of the doubt and fear that have held you back. Embrace the idea that you are deserving of all that you desire. Act as if everything is working out for you and watch as the universe responds in miraculous ways. Your journey is just beginning, and it is filled with infinite potential. Trust in this process, and you will discover that life can indeed be a beautiful, unfolding adventure. In the realm of personal development and self-discovery, the journey begins with a profound shift in mindset. This transformation is not merely a change in thoughts, but an awakening to the realization that your beliefs shape your reality. The world around you is a reflection of what resides within you. And to cultivate a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment, you must first alter the narrative you tell yourself. Every day we are inundated with messages from society that often reinforce a mindset of limitation, scarcity, and doubt. We are conditioned to believe that our circumstances define us, that success is reserved for a select few, and that happiness is contingent upon external factors. However, this perspective is a facade, a veil that obscures the truth of our inherent power as creators of our reality. It is time to peel back this layer and embrace a mindset shift that allows us to recognize our true potential. Imagine waking up each morning with the unwavering belief that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Picture yourself moving through life with a sense of purpose, knowing that every event, every encounter, and every challenge is an integral part of your journey toward your dreams. This is not a far-fetched idea, it is a reality that you can create by shifting your mindset. Start by examining the stories you tell yourself. What beliefs do you hold about your capabilities, your worthiness, and your potential? Often these narratives are steeped in fear and self-doubt, leading us to shy away from pursuing our desires. The first step in this mindset shift is to acknowledge these limiting beliefs and challenge their validity. Ask yourself, are these thoughts based on truth, or are they merely the echoes of past experiences, societal conditioning, or the opinions of others? Once you identify these limiting beliefs, you have the power to rewrite your story. Replace the narrative of "I can't" with "I am capable," transform "I am not good enough" into "I am worthy of all the good things life has to offer." This process requires intentionality and practice. It is not enough to recite affirmations, you must embody them. Feel the truth of these statements resonate within you. Allow them to sink into your subconscious, creating a new foundation upon which you will build your life. To solidify this mindset shift, cultivate a daily practice that reinforces your new beliefs. This could be through journaling, meditation, or visualization techniques. Spend time each day envisioning the life you desire. Picture yourself overcoming obstacles, achieving your goals, and experiencing the joy that comes with living authentically. As you immerse yourself in this vision, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as reality, aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desires. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another crucial aspect of this shift. Seek out those who uplift and inspire you, who reflect the beliefs and values you wish to embody. Our environment plays a significant role in shaping our mindset. When we are surrounded by negativity, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, it becomes challenging to maintain a positive outlook. Conversely, when we immerse ourselves in positivity, we create a fertile ground for our new beliefs to flourish. Engage with literature, podcasts, and resources that resonate with your newfound mindset. Seek out mentors and role models who exemplify the belief that everything works out for them. Their experiences and insights will serve as powerful reminders that your dreams are attainable, and you too can cultivate a life of abundance and fulfillment. As you embark on this journey of mindset transformation, it is essential to practice patience and self-compassion. Change does not happen overnight. It is a gradual process that requires persistence. There will be moments of doubt and fear, but rather than succumbing to these feelings, embrace them as part of your growth. Recognize that discomfort often accompanies transformation, and use these moments as opportunities to reaffirm your commitment to your new mindset. The beauty of this mindset shift lies in its cumulative effect. With each passing day, as you practice these new beliefs and surround yourself with positivity, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your reality. Opportunities will present themselves where once there were only obstacles. Relationships will flourish as you attract those who resonate with your newfound energy. Your perception of challenges will transform. Instead of viewing them as roadblocks, you will see them as stepping stones on your journey. Moreover, this mindset shift fosters a sense of empowerment and agency over your life. You become the architect of your reality, wielding the power to shape your experiences based on the beliefs you hold. When you act as if everything always works out for you, you step into a space of trust and surrender. You recognize that the universe is working in your favor, even when the path seems unclear. This trust creates a sense of peace, allowing you to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and confidence. As you continue to cultivate this mindset, pay attention to the language you use, both internally and externally. Words hold immense power. They are the tools through which you create your reality. Replace phrases like "I hope" or "I wish" with "I know" and "I am." This subtle shift in language reinforces your belief in your power to manifest your desires. Instead of asking for permission from the universe, assert your intention and claim your rightful place in the tapestry of life. Finally, embrace the concept of gratitude as an integral part of your mindset shift. Gratitude amplifies the energy of abundance and attracts more of what you appreciate into your life. Each day, take time to reflect on the blessings that surround you, no matter how small. By cultivating a grateful heart, you align yourself with the vibration of abundance, reinforcing the belief that everything works out for you. The journey of mindset transformation is a powerful and liberating experience. By shifting your beliefs and embracing the notion that everything always works out for you, you open yourself to a world of possibilities. This shift requires intention, practice, and a commitment to rewriting your story. As you embrace this new narrative, you will find yourself living a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Remember, the universe is ready to support you in your journey. All you need to do is take the first step by believing in your power to create the life you desire. Trust in this process and watch as your reality transforms before your very eyes. Affirmations of faith are powerful tools that can significantly impact your life. They are not merely phrases you recite, they are declarations of your beliefs, intentions, and desires. By integrating affirmations of faith into your daily routine, you cultivate a mindset that attracts positivity, abundance, and opportunities. This practice fosters a deep-rooted belief in your ability to manifest your dreams and navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. To truly harness the power of affirmations, it's essential to understand their underlying purpose. At their core, affirmations are about reprogramming your subconscious mind. For far too long, we have been conditioned to accept limiting beliefs that dictate our capabilities and worth. These beliefs are often reinforced by negative experiences, societal expectations, and the opinions of others. However, through consistent and deliberate affirmations, you can rewrite the narrative of your life. Start each day with a set of affirmations that resonate with you. This ritual can transform your morning routine into a powerful act of self-empowerment. As you wake up, take a few moments to breathe deeply and center yourself. In this quiet space, begin to declare your affirmations with conviction. Speak them aloud or write them down, allowing the words to flow from your heart. For example, you might say, "I am worthy of love and success," or "I trust that the universe is guiding me toward my highest good." The key to effective affirmations is to infuse them with emotion and belief. It's not enough to simply recite words, you must feel their truth resonate within you. Visualize what your life would look like if these affirmations were already a reality. Feel the joy, the relief, and the excitement that comes from living in alignment with your desires. When you embody the emotions associated with your affirmations, you activate the law of attraction, drawing those very experiences into your life. In addition to morning affirmations, consider incorporating them throughout your day. Whenever you encounter doubt or fear, pause and remind yourself of your affirmations. This practice helps reinforce your faith in your abilities and the universe's support. For instance, if you find yourself overwhelmed by a challenge, you might affirm, "I have the strength to overcome any obstacle," by repeating these affirmations in moments of uncertainty. You strengthen your resolve and maintain your focus on the positive outcomes you seek. Journaling is another effective way to integrate affirmations of faith into your life. Set aside time each day to write down your affirmations, reflecting on their significance. Consider the areas of your life where you wish to cultivate growth or change and craft affirmations that speak to those desires. For example, if you want to enhance your self-confidence, write affirmations like, "I believe in myself and my abilities." As you journal, allow your thoughts to flow freely, exploring the emotions and beliefs associated with your affirmations. This practice deepens your connection to the affirmations, making them more impactful. Moreover, be mindful of the language you use in your affirmations. Instead of framing them as wishes or hopes, state them as facts. Use present tense to convey that these truths are already manifesting in your life. For example, instead of saying, "I will be successful," affirm, "I am successful." This subtle shift in language reinforces the belief that you are already living in alignment with your desires, and it creates a sense of immediacy and urgency that propels you forward. As you cultivate your affirmations of faith, it's essential to remain patient and compassionate with yourself. Change takes time, and it's natural to experience moments of doubt along the way. When these doubts arise, acknowledge them without judgment. Instead of allowing them to derail your progress, use them as opportunities to reaffirm your commitment to your affirmations. Remind yourself that the journey is as important as the destination, and every step you take is contributing to your growth and evolution. In the context of affirmations, faith is not simply about believing in something external, It is about cultivating a deep-seated trust in yourself and the universe. This trust allows you to surrender to the process, understanding that everything unfolds in divine timing. When you hold unwavering faith in your affirmations, you align your energy with the vibrational frequency of your desires, making it easier for them to manifest. Visualizing your affirmations can also enhance their effectiveness. Create a vision board or engage in guided visualization exercises that allow you to see yourself living out your affirmations. Picture the details of your desired life, how it feels, what it looks like, and who you are surrounded by. This practice immerses you in the emotions of your affirmations, making them feel more tangible and achievable. Another essential aspect of affirmations is consistency. Just as it takes time to develop new habits, it also requires dedication to integrate affirmations into your daily life. Consider setting reminders on your phone or incorporating them into your meditation or mindfulness practices. The more consistently you practice your affirmations, the more ingrained they will become in your subconscious mind. As you cultivate this habit, celebrate your progress and acknowledge the shifts you experience in your mindset and reality. Each time you affirm your faith, you take a step closer to the life you desire. Recognize the small victories along the way, whether it's a new opportunity that arises, a relationship that deepens, or a moment of clarity that empowers you to take action. These victories serve as reminders of the power of your affirmations and the faith you are cultivating. Ultimately, affirmations of faith are an invitation to step into your true power as a creator of your reality. By affirming your worthiness, your capabilities, and the support of the universe, you shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. You begin to see the world through a lens of abundance, recognizing that everything you desire is within your reach. This mindset shift transforms not only how you perceive your circumstances, but also how you interact with the world around you. As you embark on this journey of affirmation and faith, remember that you are not alone. Countless individuals have harnessed the power of affirmations to transform their lives, and you too can join their ranks. Embrace this practice with an open heart and a willing spirit, and watch as the universe responds to your unwavering belief in the goodness of life. Trust that as you affirm your faith, you are paving the way for a brighter, more fulfilling future, one that reflects the beauty and abundance that are rightfully yours. Your journey has just begun, and it is filled with infinite potential and possibilities waiting to be realized. Resilience in the face of challenges is a fundamental quality that allows individuals to navigate life's difficulties with strength, grace, and unwavering determination. It is not merely a trait you are born with, rather, it is a skill that can be developed and cultivated over time. Embracing resilience means choosing to rise above adversity, learning from setbacks, and using those experiences as stepping stones toward personal growth and fulfillment. To understand resilience, we must first acknowledge that challenges are an inevitable part of life. Each of us encounters obstacles that test our resolve, whether they stem from personal struggles, professional setbacks, or unexpected circumstances. These challenges can be daunting, often leaving us feeling overwhelmed or defeated. However, resilience provides us with the tools to face these situations head-on, allowing us to adapt and thrive despite the hardships we encounter. At its core, resilience is rooted in the belief that we have the power to influence our circumstances, even when we cannot control the external events themselves. This belief is pivotal. It shifts our focus from a victim mentality, where we feel powerless and overwhelmed, to a mindset of empowerment. When we approach challenges with the understanding that we can respond in ways that foster growth and learning, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. One of the key aspects of resilience is the ability to maintain a positive outlook in difficult times. This does not mean denying the reality of our challenges or suppressing our emotions. Instead, it involves acknowledging our feelings while consciously choosing to focus on solutions and opportunities for growth. Positive thinking allows us to cultivate hope, which acts as a beacon of light in times of darkness. When we can envision a better outcome and believe that it is possible, we are more likely to take the necessary steps toward achieving that outcome. Developing resilience also involves nurturing a strong support system. Surrounding ourselves with positive, encouraging individuals can provide us with the emotional support and motivation needed to face challenges. These connections remind us that we are not alone in our struggles and that there are people who believe in us and our potential. Sharing our experiences with trusted friends or family members can alleviate feelings of isolation and foster a sense of community, reinforcing our resilience in the face of adversity. Another vital component of resilience is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adjust our plans and expectations in response to changing circumstances is crucial for overcoming challenges. Resilient individuals view setbacks as opportunities for learning rather than failures. They analyze what went wrong, extract valuable lessons from the experience, and use that knowledge to inform their future decisions. This adaptive mindset not only helps us cope with challenges, but also enables us to emerge from them stronger and wiser. Moreover, cultivating resilience requires us to embrace a growth mindset. This concept, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, emphasizes the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, perseverance, and learning. When we adopt a growth mindset, we view challenges as opportunities to enhance our skills and expand our capabilities. This perspective encourages us to embrace difficulties rather than shy away from them, as we recognize that overcoming obstacles contributes to our personal development. Mindfulness and self-awareness also play significant roles in building resilience. Being mindful allows us to stay present in the moment and observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice helps us recognize negative thought patterns that may hinder our ability to bounce back from challenges. By cultivating self-awareness, we can identify our triggers and develop strategies to manage stress and anxiety effectively. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or journaling can help us cultivate a mindful approach to life, enhancing our resilience. Resilience is further strengthened by maintaining a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives. When we have clear goals and values that guide us, we are more likely to stay motivated during tough times. This sense of purpose provides us with direction and focus, enabling us to persevere even when faced with significant obstacles. Reflecting on what truly matters to us can ignite our inner drive and empower us to push through challenges with renewed vigor. Another critical element of resilience is self-compassion. Being kind to ourselves during difficult times allows us to acknowledge our struggles without harsh self-criticism. Rather than dwelling on perceived failures or shortcomings, we can treat ourselves with the same understanding and support we would offer a friend facing similar challenges. Self-compassion fosters a positive self-image and enhances our emotional resilience, allowing us to bounce back more quickly from adversity. In times of hardship, it is essential to celebrate our victories, no matter how small they may seem. Acknowledging our progress reinforces our resilience and boosts our confidence. Each step we take toward overcoming a challenge is a testament to our strength and determination. By recognizing our achievements, we cultivate a positive feedback loop that encourages us to continue pushing forward, even when the path gets tough. Resilience is not a static quality, it is a dynamic process that evolves as we encounter new challenges and experiences throughout our lives. As we face difficulties, we build resilience through each trial we endure, allowing us to tackle future obstacles with greater confidence and strength. This cumulative effect means that every challenge we overcome not only shapes our character but also equips us with the tools to handle whatever lies ahead. Furthermore, it is crucial to understand that resilience is not about being invulnerable or unaffected by stress. It is about acknowledging our feelings, processing our experiences, and developing healthy coping strategies. By embracing vulnerability and allowing ourselves to feel and express our emotions, we create space for healing and growth. Resilience is, in many ways, a testament to the human spirit's capacity to rise above adversity, learn from our experiences, and ultimately emerge stronger. As we cultivate resilience in our lives, we discover that challenges become less daunting. We learn to embrace the uncertainty of life, viewing it as an opportunity for growth rather than a source of fear. Our resilience empowers us to take risks, pursue our passions, and forge meaningful connections with others. Ultimately, it becomes a guiding force that shapes our character and defines our journey. Resilience in challenges is a powerful skill that allows us to navigate life's difficulties with courage and determination. By embracing a positive outlook, nurturing supportive relationships, practicing adaptability, cultivating a growth mindset, and fostering self-compassion, we can develop the resilience needed to thrive in the face of adversity. Life will inevitably present us with challenges, but it is our response to these challenges that ultimately defines us. With resilience as our ally, we can face any obstacle, learn from our experiences, and emerge stronger, wiser, and more empowered than ever before. Surrounding yourself with positivity is one of the most powerful strategies you can employ to enhance your mental well-being and overall quality of life. In a world often filled with negativity, distractions, and challenges, intentionally curating a positive environment can be a transformative experience. It shapes not only how you perceive the world around you, but also how you interact with it and the people within it. At its core, surrounding yourself with positivity means engaging with people, ideas, and experiences that uplift and inspire you. The energy and attitudes of those around you can significantly influence your own mindset. When you are surrounded by positive, supportive individuals, you are more likely to adopt a similar outlook on life. This effect can create a nurturing atmosphere where optimism flourishes, encouraging you to pursue your goals and dreams with renewed vigor. One of the first steps in cultivating a positive environment is to evaluate your relationships. Consider the people you spend the most time with. Are they supportive, encouraging, and filled with positivity, or do they often bring negativity and doubt into your life? It is essential to surround yourself with individuals who inspire you, who celebrate your successes, and who provide constructive feedback during challenging times. These relationships foster a sense of belonging and motivation, which are critical components of personal growth. Positive relationships also help to build resilience. When you face challenges, having a support system of positive individuals can make a significant difference. They can provide encouragement, remind you of your strengths, and help you see the silver lining in difficult situations. This support can empower you to overcome obstacles with confidence, knowing that you are not alone in your journey. Surrounding yourself with positivity means being mindful of the media you consume. The news, social media, and entertainment can often be sources of negativity, fear, and anxiety. It is essential to be selective about what you allow into your mind. Seek out content that inspires and uplifts you. Follow individuals and organizations that promote positivity, personal growth, and empowerment. Engage with books, podcasts, and videos that encourage you to think positively and embrace the beauty of life. This shift in media consumption can drastically alter your perspective and influence your overall mindset. Incorporating positivity into your physical environment is equally important. Your surroundings significantly impact your mood and productivity. Create a space that feels inviting, calming, and inspiring. This can include decluttering your home or workspace, adding plants or artwork that brings you joy, or filling your space with quotes and affirmations that resonate with you. When your environment is aligned with positivity, it becomes easier to maintain a positive mindset and embrace life's challenges with enthusiasm. Engaging in positive activities is another crucial aspect of surrounding yourself with positivity. This might involve participating in hobbies, interests, or activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Whether it's painting, dancing, hiking, or volunteering, engaging in activities that uplift your spirit can greatly enhance your overall outlook on life. When you immerse yourself in pursuits that inspire and energize you, you cultivate a sense of joy and purpose, further reinforcing the positivity in your life. Moreover, practice gratitude regularly. Expressing gratitude helps shift your focus from what is lacking in your life to appreciating what you already have. This simple yet profound practice can significantly elevate your mood and encourage a positive mindset. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you jot down things you are thankful for each day. This habit allows you to consciously acknowledge the positive aspects of your life, fostering a greater sense of appreciation and contentment. Cultivating self-compassion is also vital in your journey towards surrounding yourself with positivity. Being kind to yourself during difficult times enables you to maintain a positive outlook. Instead of engaging in negative self-talk or self-criticism, practice speaking to yourself with kindness and understanding. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and faces challenges, and it's essential to treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend in a similar situation. Establishing healthy boundaries is crucial when creating a positive environment. Sometimes you may encounter individuals whose negativity drains your energy or diminishes your self-esteem. It's essential to recognize when a relationship is no longer serving your well-being and to set boundaries accordingly. This might involve limiting your interactions with negative individuals or creating physical distance when necessary. Protecting your mental and emotional space is vital for maintaining a positive outlook on life. Surrounding yourself with positivity also means engaging in practices that enhance your mental and emotional health. Incorporate mindfulness, meditation, or yoga into your routine to cultivate inner peace and positivity. These practices help you stay grounded, reduce stress, and create a more optimistic mindset. As you cultivate mindfulness, you become more aware of negative thought patterns and can consciously shift your focus toward the positive aspects of life. Engaging in acts of kindness and service is another powerful way to infuse positivity into your life. When you extend kindness to others, you create a ripple effect that not only benefits those around you but also enhances your sense of fulfillment and joy. Whether it's volunteering, helping a friend in need, or simply offering a compliment, these acts of kindness contribute to a positive atmosphere and foster a sense of community and connection. Surrounding yourself with positivity is an ongoing commitment. It requires conscious effort and intentionality in every aspect of your life. Remember that positivity is not about ignoring the difficulties or challenges you face. It is about approaching those challenges with a mindset of hope and resilience. Embracing positivity enables you to cultivate a life filled with joy, purpose, and connection, making it easier to navigate the complexities of life. The embodiment of beliefs refers to the profound and often transformative process of integrating your beliefs into every aspect of your life. It is the bridge between what you consciously affirm and how you live your life day to day. This process is not merely intellectual, it involves aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions in a way that reflects the beliefs you hold true. The power of this embodiment lies in its ability to create a tangible reality that mirrors your deepest convictions. To begin, it's essential to understand what beliefs truly are. Beliefs are the mental frameworks through which we interpret our experiences and the world around us. They shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and ultimately determine how we respond to life's challenges. When we hold a belief deeply, it can guide our actions, impact our relationships, and shape our reality. Therefore, embodying these beliefs means living in a way that reflects them consistently. At the core of embodying your beliefs is the practice of authenticity. Authenticity is about being true to yourself and your values, allowing your beliefs to shine through in your actions and interactions. When you embody your beliefs authentically, you align your external behavior with your internal convictions. This alignment creates a sense of harmony and integrity that resonates not only within you but also with those around you. People are naturally drawn to authenticity. It fosters trust and connection. When you embody your beliefs, you inspire others to do the same. A powerful way to begin this embodiment is through self-reflection. Take time to explore your beliefs deeply. What do you truly value? What principles guide your life? Ask yourself how these beliefs influence your choices and actions. This reflective practice is crucial because it helps you identify any discrepancies between your beliefs and your behavior. Are there areas where you feel misaligned? Recognizing these gaps is the first step toward embodying your beliefs more fully. Once you have a clear understanding of your beliefs, the next step is to integrate them into your daily life. This can be done through various practices that encourage alignment between your beliefs and actions. For instance, consider setting intentions each day that reflect your core beliefs. These intentions serve as guiding principles, reminding you of what you stand for and what you aspire to embody. They can help you stay focused and centered, even when faced with challenges or distractions. Visualization is another powerful tool in the embodiment of beliefs. Imagine yourself living fully in alignment with your beliefs. Envision how it feels to act according to your principles, to engage with others authentically, and to pursue your goals with unwavering conviction. Visualization helps to create a mental blueprint of the life you desire, reinforcing your commitment to embodying those beliefs. As you visualize, you may also begin to notice any limiting beliefs or fears that arise, allowing you to address and overcome them. Additionally, practicing affirmations can strengthen your commitment to embodying your beliefs. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your values and intentions. By repeating affirmations that resonate with your core beliefs, you can rewire your subconscious mind, fostering a more profound sense of alignment. For example, if you believe in the power of love and compassion, an affirmation like "I am a source of love and positivity in the world" can help reinforce this belief, guiding your thoughts and actions. In embodying your beliefs, it is crucial to cultivate self-compassion. There will inevitably be times when you stumble or feel disconnected from your beliefs. Instead of engaging in self-criticism, practice kindness and understanding toward yourself. Recognize that the journey of embodiment is a process, and it is natural to face challenges along the way. Embrace these moments as opportunities for growth, allowing them to deepen your commitment to your beliefs. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community is also vital for the embodiment of beliefs. Seek out individuals who share your values and aspirations. Engaging with like-minded people can provide encouragement, inspiration, and accountability as you navigate your journey. This supportive network fosters an environment where you can openly express your beliefs and be motivated to embody them fully. The power of community cannot be overstated. It amplifies your beliefs and strengthens your resolve. The embodiment of beliefs extends beyond personal practices. It also encompasses the impact you have on others. As you embody your beliefs, you inspire those around you to reflect on their own values and actions. This ripple effect can create a positive environment that encourages others to engage in their journeys of self-discovery and authenticity. When you embody your beliefs with conviction, you become a catalyst for change, prompting others to explore the depth of their convictions and take action toward alignment. Another essential aspect of embodiment is the role of action. It is one thing to hold beliefs internally, but the real power lies in translating those beliefs into action. Take tangible steps that reflect your values. This could mean volunteering for a cause you are passionate about, pursuing a career that aligns with your beliefs, or engaging in acts of kindness and compassion in your everyday interactions. The more you take action that embodies your beliefs, the more you reinforce those beliefs within yourself. As you progress in embodying your beliefs, it's essential to be patient with yourself. This journey is not linear, and it requires ongoing effort and commitment. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and acknowledge the progress you make along the way. Each step toward embodying your beliefs strengthens your conviction and creates a more profound sense of purpose in your life. Moreover, be open to evolution. As you grow and experience new things, your beliefs may shift or deepen. Embrace this natural process, allowing your beliefs to evolve with you. The embodiment of beliefs is not a static endeavor. It is a dynamic journey of self-discovery and transformation. Remember that the embodiment of beliefs is a powerful statement about who you are and what you stand for. When you live in alignment with your values, you create a life that reflects your true essence. This authenticity brings fulfillment and joy, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. The embodiment of beliefs is a transformative process that requires intention, reflection, and commitment. By integrating your beliefs into your daily life, you create a harmonious alignment between your inner convictions and outward actions. Through self-reflection, visualization, affirmation, self-compassion, and community support, you can cultivate a powerful embodiment of your beliefs. This journey not only enriches your own life, but also inspires those around you, creating a ripple effect of positivity and authenticity. Embrace this journey of embodiment and watch as it transforms your life, leading you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose in the world. Trusting the process is a profound and essential mindset that can transform your journey through life. It involves a deep-seated belief in the unfolding of your experiences, recognizing that every step, every challenge, and every success contributes to your personal growth and evolution. Embracing this philosophy allows you to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence, resilience, and optimism, knowing that the journey itself is as valuable as the destination. At its core, trusting the process means surrendering to the flow of life. It requires a willingness to let go of the need for control and to accept that not everything will go according to plan. This can be particularly challenging in a world that often emphasizes immediate results and constant achievement. However, the reality is that growth and transformation take time. But just as a seed needs time to germinate and grow into a strong plant, you too must allow yourself the space to develop and evolve. One of the first steps in trusting the process is cultivating patience. Patience is an essential virtue in a society that often prioritizes speed and instant gratification. It's important to remind yourself that significant changes and breakthroughs often come gradually. When you trust the process, you acknowledge that every experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to your growth. This perspective helps to shift your focus from immediate outcomes to the lessons learned along the way. Embracing uncertainty is also a crucial aspect of trusting the process. Life is inherently unpredictable, and the path to achieving your goals is rarely a straight line. Embracing uncertainty allows you to remain open to new possibilities and opportunities that may arise unexpectedly. Instead of fearing the unknown, view it as a space of potential and exploration. By trusting that each twist and turn serves a purpose, you cultivate a sense of adventure in your journey. In moments of doubt or frustration, remind yourself of past experiences where trusting the process has led to positive outcomes. Reflect on times when you felt stuck or unsure, only to find that perseverance and faith in the journey ultimately yielded growth. These reflections serve as powerful reminders that challenges can lead to unexpected blessings. Another critical component of trusting the process is developing self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself during times of struggle. Acknowledge that setbacks and failures are part of the learning process, and rather than being overly critical, practice self-kindness. When you treat yourself with compassion, you create a safe space to explore your emotions and learn from your experiences. This self-acceptance reinforces the belief that you are deserving of growth and happiness, regardless of the obstacles you face. Setting realistic expectations is also vital in this journey. While it's essential to have goals and aspirations, it's equally important to recognize that progress may not happen as quickly as you desire. Setting smaller, achievable milestones allows you to celebrate your progress along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to your overall journey. When you celebrate these small victories, you reinforce the belief that progress is possible, fostering trust in the process. Engaging in mindfulness practices can further enhance your ability to trust the process. Mindfulness encourages you to be present in the moment, allowing you to fully experience your emotions and thoughts without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, you develop a greater awareness of your journey, enabling you to appreciate the lessons learned in both challenges and successes. This present moment awareness helps you to detach from the anxieties of the future and the regrets of the past, fostering a sense of peace as you navigate your path. Seek inspiration from others who have embraced the philosophy of trusting the process. Stories of resilience, determination, and faith can serve as powerful motivators in your journey. Surround yourself with individuals who embody this mindset, as their experiences can remind you of the beauty of the journey. Their perspectives can provide insight and encouragement, reminding you that you are not alone in your quest for growth and fulfillment. One effective strategy for building trust in the process is to journal about your experiences. Writing allows you to reflect on your journey, capturing the lessons learned, the emotions felt, and the challenges faced. This practice can provide clarity and insight, helping you recognize patterns and themes that emerge throughout your journey. As you document your thoughts, you may discover that even in difficult times, there are valuable lessons and moments of growth. This realization reinforces your trust in the process, highlighting the interconnectedness of your experiences. As you continue on this journey, remember that trusting the process does not mean passively waiting for things to happen. It involves active engagement and commitment to your goals while maintaining an open mind to the possibilities that life presents. Trusting the process means taking action, even when the outcome is uncertain. It's about moving forward with courage, believing that every effort you make contributes to your growth, regardless of the immediate results. It's essential to recognize that trust in the process is not a destination, it's a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth. As you cultivate this mindset, you may find that your understanding of trust evolves. You may come to see trust as a dynamic interplay between action and acceptance, where you actively pursue your goals while simultaneously embracing the uncertainty of the journey. In conclusion, the journey of life is a rich tapestry woven with experiences, challenges, and triumphs. Embracing the mindset of trusting the process allows you to navigate this journey with grace and resilience. By cultivating patience, accepting uncertainty, and practicing self-compassion, you empower yourself to face the twists and turns of life with confidence. As you embody the belief that everything always works out for you, you open yourself to the myriad possibilities that life has to offer. Each step you take, each challenge you encounter, serves a purpose in your personal growth and evolution. You learn to celebrate small victories, fostering a sense of gratitude for the journey itself rather than just the destination. Surrounding yourself with positivity and engaging in mindfulness practices deepen your understanding of the present moment, allowing you to appreciate the beauty and lessons within each experience. Trusting the process is not a passive endeavor, it is an active commitment to your goals while remaining open to the unexpected opportunities that arise along the way. Remember that the process of trusting is a continuous journey of self-discovery. As you integrate this philosophy into your life, you become a beacon of inspiration for others, demonstrating the power of faith and resilience. Embrace your unique path, knowing that every experience contributes to the beautiful mosaic of your life. Ultimately, as you trust the process, you will find that everything you seek is already within you. You have the strength, wisdom, and courage to navigate life's challenges. Believe in your journey, trust in the unfolding, and know that everything always works out for you. Embrace this journey with an open heart and mind, and watch as life reveals its magic, leading you toward fulfillment and purpose.